Te Tino Whakamuri kia Anga Whakamua, a series dedicated to sharing stories from Te Tai Toke Rau whānau about their own tupuna and kōrero tuku iho of Te Tai Toke Rau.
Although we are dealing with a pandemic, medical technology and medical experience and medical know-how is a lot stronger than it was back at that period of time. And as I said in English, we're down here in Maimaru, and this is land that was the kaka land, the land of your tupuna, pūpata and my tupuna hohepa kaka. And sadly, that whānau suffered grievously during the pandemic, and there was no tangi, there was no time for elaborate mourning ceremonies. They were taken and put into common, often unmarked graves. And in fact, probably a great gesture would be to erect a stone, a memorial stone, to those many young men and women who perished in the Spanish flu, urutā. I thoroughly endorse what Bishop Kito Pikahu has said. Tikanga is not static, it's dynamic. And things that don't change and things that remain set in stone largely get passed by. So in our tradition in tikanga, there's no shortage of stories of weheke, things were set aside, motuhake, things were dedicated to a purpose. And it's only a small step for us to re-enliven those tikanga. And people should have the confidence to adapt, because we must adapt to cope with this virus. Now, there's no guarantee the virus will remain virulent. There's no guarantee it will disappear. There's every guarantee you can rely on the infinite ingenuity of the human spirit to adapt. And we must adapt. And I support adaptation. We need to bear in mind that in the history and in the traditions of our tupuna was a zest for life. And life was Darwinian in the sense that people were constantly struggling against the elements of nature, and people accepted that just as you celebrate life, death can strike randomly at a moment's notice, and it was a part of living. I think a salutary lesson for us to bring forward is that death is a part of life, and there has been a sense that we have to save and work in such a way we save every single life in the pandemic. Yet our tupuna knew to pursue life. That's what the term Te Ao Marama means. Celebrate life, but don't fool yourselves that death is not death doesn't stalk us. And when you have that acknowledgement, and when you have that, I think, recognition, then it places more of a burden on yourself to look after yourself. Like my grandmother was born in 1892-93. My grandfather on my mother's side was born in 1899. So when I reflect teachings and learnings from the older generation, they were genuinely the older generation. Now, number one, they were very well versed in keeping things separate and ensuring that there was a focus on hygiene, because their parents had lived through the massive dislocation of coming out of the pa, out of areas where historically it was cleaner and healthier to live, down into the wet, down into the damp, but more proximate areas to trade. And they could quite clearly see that that transition came with a huge human cost. So the notion of tapu, the importance of karakia, the importance of taka, which means to prepare, these are teachings and tikanga that are just sitting there like flowers, waiting to be plucked with their seeds and regenerate it again. We don't need to relearn and rehash what the government or anyone else is telling us. It lies amongst ourselves. Which is why I think that when COVID does spread, it will bring some tension in the system, and it'll impose on all of us a greater responsibility to own our own health condition. That may sound a bit harsh, but that's exactly how our tupuna lived.
Te tino whakamuri kia anga whakamua, learning from the events of the past for the oranga o te taitoke rau.